Range script loaded, you can now press Escape, select Choose Slot, and pick your aircraft. The Saab Gripen can mount just a single type of unguided rocket, the Bofors Arak M70B, which is a 135mm rocket, previously used by the Saab Legion. These rockets are mounted on pods with 6 rockets each, and on DCS it is available with 2 warheads. M70B, AP armor piercing. M70B, HE high explosive. The rockets are fired pressing the same trigger used for the cannon, and all rockets will be fired if you hold the trigger down. You can fire shorter salvos if you just touch the trigger, but you can't set the exact amount. The M70 basic specifications are: weight, 100 pounds, caliber, 135mm, maximum range, 3.7 kilometers. For this training mission, we will use the same weapons range as our previous missions, that uses objects created by the 476 Virtual Fighter Group, and a range script developed by the user Suribob, that will allow you to gauge your firing precision. The aircraft mounts 2 pods with armor-piercing rockets, and 2 pods with the high-explosive version. You should fire first the AP ones, as they produce less smoke on the target. You can access the shooting statistics calling up the F10 option of the communications menu.
Dodge 1.
Press spacebar to begin the mission.
450.
We have paused the mission briefly, to guide you through the weapons procedure. It has 2 parts: weapon preparation, and weapon use.
Dodge 1. Passing waypoint 3
1.
at 450.
Set air to ground mode. Press the 7 key. This will configure the mission computer for the use of air-to-ground weapons, including the unguided rockets. 2. Select weapon. On the HUD, the IP ground symbology will show, and on its bottom left the currently selected weapon type will be displayed. Press the D key, to cycle among the different weapon types that you currently carry. With your current loadout, it will cycle between the armor-piercing and the high-explosive rockets. Select the AP rockets first, as they produce less smoke and thus won't obscure the target too much. 3. Master Arm Safety Switch, set to live. This enables all the weapon firing circuits of the aircraft. After these 3 steps, the rockets are ready to use. For the actual firing, follow these next steps. 4. Trigger safety, up. On the flight stick, click on the trigger safety cover. It will remain up until you click on it again. 5. Place the impact point reticle on the HUD, over the target and keep it there. 6. Wait for the L symbology to appear on the HUD. Currently there seems to be a bug and the L appears even if we are still out of range. For ranging, use the arrow at the range scale instead. 5. Press the gun trigger, to fire. Give a very short squeeze for a short rocket burst. Press and hold to fire all the rockets on a single salvo. For this training, firing short bursts improve accuracy, even if you may need to perform more than a single pass to fire all the rockets. For rocket firing, the HUD is almost the same as when using the gun. We will only describe the main differences, instead of describing every item. Zoom the display so that you can see the HUD symbology better, using the asterisk and the slash keys, on the numeric keypad. The most important HUD symbology is the impact point circle, with its central dot. It shows the point in the ground that the rockets would hit if fired now. The LQ seems to be bugged, as it is displayed even if the target is still out of range. So, for shooting rockets, wait until the range arrow is between the 2 blocks that represent the maximum and minimum range for the selected weapon. Unfortunately, There is no way to see exactly how many rockets remain on each pod. Once a pod is empty, its status dash at the bottom of the HUD will be cleared. Please note that once the selected rockets pods are empty, the next pair of pods will be automatically selected. This means that a single long trigger press will fire all pods uninterruptedly. If the mission computer detects that you are on collision course with the ground, 2 pull-up arrows will display on the HUD. Take immediate action to avoid a crash.
Dodge 1, passing waypoint 4 at 450. Dodge 1, passing waypoint 5 at 500. Dodge 1, on station at Bulls 024 for 110 at 500. Dodge 1, pushing from waypoint 6 at 500. Dodge 1 is RTB at 500.
First pass. If you still have rockets left, turn left 180 degrees towards a heading of 90 degrees and perform a second pass. If you have no more rockets, turn right 180 degrees, towards Saipan.
OZ-1, passing waypoint 4 at 7,000.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Second pass. If you still have rockets remaining, turn left 180 degrees towards an east heading, and perform a third pass. Otherwise, turn right 180 degrees, towards Saipan. You can check your range results by calling up the communications menu. Select F10, Other, then select F1, Range. Finally, click F3, My Bombing Results. Before returning to base, we must disarm the armament. We have paused the mission again, to guide you through this procedure. 1. Trigger safety, down. On the flight stick, click on the trigger safety cover. 2. Master arm safety switch, set to safe. This disables all the weapon firing circuits. 3. Set navigation mode. Press the 1 key. This will configure the mission computer for navigation. Press spacebar to unpause and continue the mission.
OZ-1, on station at Bullseye
You have finished the rocket firing part of the training. Do you want to practice the return and landing back to base? Press spacebar to continue, or press backspace to finish the training now. Congratulations, you have successfully performed your rocket firing training.